for ne ahwefo na awie. After say Enra Barcelona winning the Spanish Premier La Liga, how are Barcelona supporters ebo mu coach abaso? How are Barcelona celebrating sa title we? Anankofo busa Barcelona for say Barcelona nje Champions League La Liga na maje. Enti ade na mu celebrate to say team awaje UEFA Champions League bi. And I say u coach no league no de maje. Enti kwan amofa so ebo coach na baso no. Ade na mu yesa because nkofo nti how Barcelona celebrate sa title we. Omo nti ase. Anankofo busa sa questions they say enye Champions League La Liga keke. Ba mu celebrate to say maje Champions League. Na nkofo nti sa de na second. Asema mi bebu se we. Oh, you're the right person. I'm a person me busaw. Say, a juma be for frobi, be a juma for frobi. Na ye fa nipa bi beshe ho. Na nko focus nipa ya yakofa na ba se juma for froi. Ontimi mpeja juma no. Ontimi me juma ne nkoso. Ontimi nye successful a. E chese nko fo ne doubt me bo. By the moment the first year, I was say juma na wakofa ne foforo no. Utimi ye successful. How do you feel? Say unye nyidie sonko because okofa adwuma no ye won kofo mo ka say untimi nye untimi mpedi adwuma no mane nko ba bi e wo say duru. By first 1 year now you successful unya different feeling bi enije na unya no eye sonko eno ana Hansi Flick ne Barcelona for ne eye no bankofo nte Barcelona for na se time a Barcelona e de Hansi Flick omudi adwuma ma Hansi Flick no check Barcelona situation at the time I know me Juma Hansi Flick. That previous season, na Barcelona for Hansi Flick. The financial status of Barcelona na very bad. Na Barcelona si kasemu enkoyi. So financially, na Barcelona engineer position ye ana Hansi Flick ebe fe Juma no. On the field of play, before say Hansi Flick ebe for Barcelona, that previous season, La Liga went me anje. UEFA Champions League go do quarter final. Copa del Rey go do quarter final. Super Copa. Real Madrid actually ne 4-1. Before say Hansi Flick ebe for Barcelona jumedie no. Sa previous season na Real Madrid do Barcelona for main competitor. Na wa share Barcelona every single match we share Barcelona. So Hansi Flick ebe for Barcelona bobuku no. Financially na Barcelona nya the best. On the field of play na Barcelona nya the best. So nkofo catch Hansi Flick say Barca adwuma no ontimi inform nye bibia this season. La Liga mpokrom ka chen so mbedi third. Champions League omo ka so mbe free muntem. Na nkofo ni gidie wo Hansi Flick and this current Barcelona team nim. Ye be share transfer na se no. The only player Barcelona team ka so tis ka kese ye kofan was Dani Olmo. Na fe na Eric Garcia mu free loan a return. So who say clearly na nyoma nse dan hye ye informa Barcelona including Barcelona supporters na nkasa. Na omo doubting Hansi Flick any omo season any players se krom no. By Usha dear Hansi Flick aye with Barcelona. One, what change omo mentality. That's the most important thing. Barcelona season. We're making sure say we're Barcelona different identity on the field of play. And so different identity anyhow one players no relate no and my Barcelona players no any self-belief and confidence na omudisi akai no. We are talking about a coach obaye no. Most of Barcelona players ni bebre ohwa no mo form no form by coach na be improve sa players no. Typical example Rafinha we improve no Inigo Martinez hwehwa wa wetime improve sa brantie we majority of them players no coach na ba wa be improve omo and we say you see the 14 players of Cruyff. Every single coach about Barcelona you see the 14 players of Cruyff or yes successful. Hansi Flick by wa ba you see sa 14 players of Cruyff. The main competitor Real Madrid this season baby are watching the piano or say no bono. So clearly so what check the why this season or the La Liga or the Copa del Rey or the Super Copa Hansi Flick ne Barcelona no omo ye the best Spain currently and na Europe mpokra do say omo ntimi ankoje the ultimate that's the UEFA Champions League odru semi-final obi ehun Barcelona modembo and so what check this season Barca one of the best footballers ubehu Europe and to say ne Barcelona supporters and the Barcelona team no Giomeni omo bo coach na Barca allow them because in Kofa no mo doubt Barcelona bo boko ni this season no omasesa ama yese Kofa ba benya gidie wo mumu And after the game, no moji trophy no. Ana Lamine Yama di asem bi tuja. And Ken Lamine Yama asem no di tuja no. Or sit the nkofo hu this season no. We cry ashase. Na next season, after na nkofo be hu Barcelona yi. Or sit the nkofo hu this season no. Eye kete kra. Na kwan o mafa so ahye omu project no. Ene kwan no omu nam so no. Next season e kono nkofo be hu Barcelona yi. Enti me am ye Madrid ni no. Memeti ho na me hwe Barcelona this season. Time a Hansi Flick e be fa boboku no. How about transform Barcelona? How am dominating Spain? How am dominating the main competitor Real Madrid? Na wetimi achieve sa titles we are. May allow Barcelona for mo Germany. No congratulate you mo. And mo gidie say Barcelona team from next season kono. Nyoma besesa. Big ups to Barcelona. Hansi Flick ababa be adwuma. And they most likely say Ballon d'Or no. Barcelona players na be dominate. May enyem nwa say ye Ballon d'Or na ye benye Barcelona player obe win Ballon d'Or. On besa dominate. So this season Barcelona to me aye the best team e was Spain na. Ye nye de bebre na nse na Barcelona fo ni su. Bayene almost re enti sa na brabo na nkasa etie. Ken mamen ko Liverpool kakra. Football na wo ho na nyanyamesem. Football aye bo sese enye fair sports. Football eye mafia. Se wani nya din a ye betwa fa osu de bia. Ade kronti make us asem we about Liverpool team ni say. Real Madrid ekofa Arnold free. As Liverpool for no ewuro omuzigi ni omuzagem. Omu ye de wo so omu ye bia so mema Arnold atna oko free Liverpool for enya kapre omelusu omu key player ade a Real Madrid ayo omo no na Liverpool for tiska 36 million pounds in 2021 eko Leipzig ana omu kofa abrante friend Konate omu di abrante ne by na Liverpool for believe say ombe understudy Van Dijk because ente bia Van Dijk be free sin nim enti so obesua obehye Van Dijk kanase a ebeye kakra no on ebeye commander obeye the main pillar e wo Liverpool for echiro ho na brand ne contract ebewu 2026 June 30th and ebewu Liverpool for air try say on be renew Konate e contract de amano up to date Liverpool for say a brand no en renew ye ofa na omo de amano so no ontimi mo any response enti Liverpool for na suspect Konate kakra no mo say enyoma na anode ye no a odi free boboko nim no the same thing na Konate ye as a subaye na anode da ne di na went me renew the contract no Konate ye the same thing na Liverpool for air suspect Real Madrid for say Real Madrid for na da brandie no already Real Madrid for the proposal ko Liverpool for say omo pe Konate and Liverpool for reject his bid no na diama Liverpool for ye ma shi omo pane ye say Real Madrid for chief scout Juni Calafat Ekoshia Luis Alonso oye one of the negotiators was Stella omu koshia e 4 season hotel e Madrid Chromo nti hotel no ana Canada Facebook sesi no hotel na Juli Calafat ana Luis Alonso on represent Abrante Fense Konate omu koshia e 4 seasons hotel e Madrid Chromo na agency na Konate wo mu no e ho asusu na Kamavinga wo enti sa panyimfo mienu we koshia wo ho a yesin komodie na ekọ so wo sa hotel ho no omo convince Konate say ma ni renew the contract with Liverpool na nka 2026 no ombre free ana Real Madrid for sa epesom de sa de ni bi di Liverpool for and na Liverpool for say there be the Real Madrid for the yomo no enye fe and omo mo bu afu ken e very simple say Liverpool for etata abrante fense Konate omo ne kasa no say chinchina on renew the contract omo nton no because o man turn na next season but now no nso ko free a e say two key players Arnold ana Konate we jam mo ko free so e very simple if Liverpool for Epe Konate they will do everything to renew his contract by say Konate ka se chenchina on renewal e was Liverpool for turn animu ya but there was Liverpool for ti ase na say football no Florentino Perez no ade man stay wo top no or mafia in a fair means ono no on use illegal means bobe mafia ana football nya nyamesem enti Real Madrid for free no mo fa no omo ni Madrid kronti say Konate ana Real Madrid for person omo ba free na me be wie na me ko wie o Chelsea ni United game nim kakra bi and the Chelsea any excuse than to win this game because Chelsea person qualify for UEFA Champions League next season Manchester United a concentration with Europa League no because onim say oji Europa League na waje trophy one got trophyless. Asama ni take it next season okobo UEFA Champions League. So I want Manchester United for a concentration war. And to say oh petit me was say ene or show high level of commitment, ni seriousness ekosra. I was say Chelsea bobo kono. Already we lose against Newcastle. I want to compete for the sports. Or last game, Obesa Nottingham Forest. I was standing compete some bet me into the UEFA Champions League next season. So say Chelsea bet me winning game we are. I was say on level of seriousness no ekosro. And you most likely say Manchester and Pokran say ne or resti players ni bia enye mwa. Chelsea enya Nicholas Jackson. Chelsea enya Nkunku. So Chelsea ebe yusu a force number 9 in the shape of Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto and obe yusu as the number 9. Now we're running behind defenders. Not Chelsea yusu Enzo, Cole Palmer, and a Caicedo in the midfield. And again back Chelsea was so much all out. Manchester team we ankasa or one key players in Pokrano on there in the Premier League, most especially our away games. And the semi team B. I'm in a winning game we are. Me expect Chelsea so be winning. So a story now here about Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer see players now for meeting. Baby on person mo bonus season no a Champions League. Her baby I say Lamine Yamal. Onwa Cole Palmer na be na num say this season the best player Lamine Yamal. So no Cole Palmer no bedru sa level na. I was so compete at the highest level. That's the UEFA Champions League. So me expect a win for Chelsea and Enyumre against Manchester United.
Okay, Chelsea United and Basso more match more boss United for the cross again no margin so Chelsea for the advent was so any of the tenor others maybe so quick one now or the audience at so for now a damage no one they deserve a Ballon d'Or.
Camera say na Ballon d'Or no. Media I will continue to say say season way no other player and now Bobo are contributed to the team in crucial stages, in normal games, in average games, are contributing from A to Z. Etienne Lamine Yamal.
Obiso Kakase Obiso contribute to more the team no akwaje a Champions League a so chain bibia e wo Europe and so you call Lautaro Martinez ne Dembele e wo final Dembele betima won a treble
but why
and Barcelona nya treble intimi nko ba bia anamebo
Barcelona nya treble
se nko mo je treble na yi Ballon d'Or nke betima for baby Dembele je treble adi intimi se for baby
Dembele ne born from that way. You see, it's not like I want to be. I don't want to be biased. To be very honest, okay. The Dembele argument, I don't get it.
Would deserve it.
Dembele was starting so born in that way. Even this year, now all born. Has he been better than Lamine or even Rafinha? You see, also the Dembele argument is that we need to pick someone to compete the Barca guys. Barcelona player Biggy and EMP will be my name Biggy. With all due respect.
They say they starts in every month.
Oh, numbers in the movie. We cannot say ye statistics
because about numbers will be changed Lamine.
Oh, say numbers in the year 2025 Mbappe any Dembele one as a goals kese. Say numbers then the Mufama Kylian Mbappe. And I know that Mbappe had say 40 goals. Ken 40 goals na sembe na okra okan. We say 40 goals they go see sign. Me ba try to say numbers there then we should also be starting to argue about Kylian Mbappe. My point is that numbers are very important. And the ball nankasa so ball are important. Say numbers nkwa Rafinha our numbers this season pa. But is it better than Lamine Yamal? See Ejina Park no so ball na. Lamine
yenim ko form age Ballon d'Or na ebi mo gina pitch no so better chomo ba o mo de numbers
patch wan mo
maybe say you need
maybe it's a question because say your numbers in common the only argument for Dembele and he has scored this number of goals, he has assisted this number of goals. The same people when we were pushing for Haaland because of the numbers, you said football is not about numbers. And I mean what Haaland dear drew where near cause Haaland has goals. Opia se debi and your numbers. Yesha born nankasa bo. So yesha born nankasa ba. None of these plays and I bought 10 Lamine Yamal.
So this four Lamine a Ballon d'Or winner. Said ne obi e ka ma wo se Cole Palmer ka bi Capello Akambi as players in
pure football on common.
It's almost the pure football.
Pure football.
Pure football.
Oh, the last Ballon d'Or, Rodri. Rodri did not have the numbers, but we looked at the football now. But you see, me say goals near assisting here.
Okay.
And it is not as if Lamine Yamal on your goal and on assisted. The guy is scoring and assisting in crucial games. So the numbers game, then yes, I could not produce.
So now, we were two players. Omo, in terms of trophies, and the big ones. Waje La Liga, waje Copa del Rey. Or you're far better, and also you're better in terms of individual ball.
Exactly.
Now you were two players almost so closer, almost so a couple final of the Champions League. Lautaro Martinez. You funny say Dembele bought hat trick in the Champions League final. Argument to Beba, BB to me. Unya shout kakra. Ubi into me because then Barca players in the do sa and come the Bemano.
Me then Yamia say French Liga me should be. I don't watch only PSG in the Champions League. Afi, Dembele has not played better football than Vitinha.
Vitinha, yeah.
I'm telling you this.
So show me, you know.
Me say, any Champions League na kwahwe highlights na become. But Vitinha has played better football than Dembele. Kivicha Kvaratskhelia back January. He's not giving them numbers, but look at the ball the guy is playing. Not to disrespect Dembele, he has done well. But you can't Ballon, uncommon different no. How influential and why year for a team. Look at a 17-year-old boy. Not big games on checking out to big games Akurano on CSC. Big games he calls for the ball. Give me the ball. Let me be influential in the game. The only problem Lamine Yamal want to say there were lots of people who think say Usadodo yeah the manwa you good football anymore say at the 17-year-old and beje Ballon d'Or. Say uncle Fobi or James Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or at age 21. As at that time, no never see that na but the ball na Ronaldo bono. It was strange because Ronaldo saw PSV. It did more about Barcelona. I can't bear 49 games, no, I 47 goals. Or 4 ball, no, or being to me stopping. Look, I could have a ball, no ball. What is the difference in that? He's doing well. He's playing well, even on one colleagues. Madrid 4+ Eka. People, footballers are on one Kasani boy in Gina Park, so coaches. So what's your problem? I can't even pay he's going to break Ronaldo's record, age 21. Yes, he will break it. Obaba, a 17-year-old player, waje Ballon d'Or. And then yes, season we I started so also no or Sophie Euros na boy, you know. Or Sophie Euros no pick form. And no do Roma season anymore. I see so Obaba stop it. Game will be obo. The only problem Lamine Yamal want to say, Edum Pempen Swabi. Na born boy ya ni de echen goals obeshe. Edu left will be not born and they check goals or beshe. Next season, I'm expecting Barcelona to give the penalty duties to the boy. Oh, everything should be about this boy because we are going into a terrain. Numbers will play games. Numbers will play crucial role.
Lewandowski,
say the Ballon d'Or. Everything is about the boy.
Because next season, number 10.
Of course, it's so much penalty duties in the man.
No, the penalties count.
Now we see swampa senti ye numbers. We shall Hafinya bo boy. Ne level ne Lamiama. Enye nka shebe ne ya bo short at oh bo no adwen no akura no go no share no we.
Okay there. I say okay keti. Nkofobia ma beji bi da.
Yeah.
Nkofo de nkantuma jibebre o ntimo ya na ma careful.
So person who so be ni ball ba. Hwe Lamine Yamal go or share against Espanyol no. Me pese me kwechi na confuse you. Hwe technique now the ball no. And yes, short baby. Just say ogun ni nanimu, but the ball now born accurate. Can come on be any hobby.
Because I think Lamine Yamal and Kofa Maswa Antonio Rudiger can last year. On board classic Rudiger.
Very well.
Eshasión. This boy say Aquano Satana. That
was last year. Oh no, last year, Tom.
Okay.
Oh, I can't say no. Lamine for Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
Yen na no me ankasa. Ye ra January mu nyina na me pushi Mo Salah ni ade but
Rafinha mo.
Ani Rafinha mo but Charlie akura no. You cannot stop this guy. Ken Samu. Anyway, let's say
I'm with the Champions League. And trust of this Madrid for no.
Oh, any day.
Madrid for the
But oh, say
but this four. More machi, or more first, second, third, fourth. So numbers in the Burma the Lautaro Martinez free.
Say ye Kobo Club World Cup. Minimum
Club World Cup. And minimum say FIFA.
Minimum what will happen.
Account. Club World Cup count.
Oh, account.
And also Kobo Club World Cup.
Baby, that's the only minus say a womb. But Obebo Nations League. And he started league and also swa. We say that time then ye to aba. Inti recency bias also plays. Inti na say for now. Lamine ye ko ye nim no. Because I don't know what will happen at the
Champions League final. I be Club World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
And Barcelona and Club World Cup. Or man qualify.
Unless say play be big giddy, but for now dear, I don't see any convo bia. Can me patch here the Mr. Here Hans Flick. Ibi mo je fansa and quite says so.
Me won say Ababa will be hwenin him. Oye hwan
Ababa was say.
Ababa have fefe be say no o si hwe Flick na when no wan hwe. And so some picture no so the ban.
Say any and on say any je ba sa o say me say Gerard Martin abaya bi dey say bi onenufo ato na Gerard Martin sign dey was.
Sign man.
Inte di je ba.
I look what you saying.
We feel it.
Yes sir. Of an send papa.
There
or send papa.
Me when any agent ho. Say the Kwame I need as to be I will be pay on Kwame. Hey Kwame. Kwame. Can me patchoti. The ten say Hans Flick no. Timer Barcelona for omobeto aba na Laporta eba beba no. Laporta ni personal on the right hand man Rafa used Otanene Nanzepa. They first met Hans Flick and Yedeko. Mobia Majena fans. The first meeting, Hans Flick and Rafa used Anumpono. The meeting was with Ralf Rangnick, former Manchester United coach. And Laporta catches open coach is over president. And Ralf Rangnick about 4 coaches, 4 German coaches at the man. About Thomas Tuchel, about Julian Nagelsmann, about Jurgen Klopp, and about Hans Flick. And I said these are coaches that Barcelona should go for. Name them, the most complete one, Hans Flick. Sometime not on many Barcelona president. Now. Presidents, you know, they wanted to do it, but that time no say now we engaged keka with the German national team. And na deko omujaya no de ni mu ana ejazavia ba be ye de dwuma. When they started having issues, Deco started to have issues with Xavi. Coaches are na ye hwe omanim no e mo bia remfio na Deco favorites. Let na ye Rafa Marquez. Ongai Rafa Marquez no ye dwuma ye pa won kwada animu.
Okay.
Me ba cho. Ralf Rangnick. Anyway, bosu bobia ye fan komano. Because or your proper presentation catch the master said the only coach of Beboa mo Hans Flick. That's how papa na me respect the power. Sa Ralf Rangnick.
I on Ronaldo so nyade no.
Oh, ni nya issues kakre bia. They share dem me feel Ralf Rangnick and say
Ronaldo so teacher ni on your coach.
Me kai if you did them 2019 war baby we be story be say Ralf Rangnick can recommend a young guy be from Argentina Julian Alvarez. The minimum no. Me question no ana that time no ma recommend na man you me question am akwa we ni born yas agero me be can crowd radio so only for me to hear about 2 or 3 months after Seman City afano akura ni ba ye so be ewu Ralf Rangnick I respect him a lot but he insisted to say yanko for Hansimra Hansi ba obeye adwuma no Ken truth be told Hans Flick he appointed no we could not discuss him much that time no attention ni nyina ye Nico Williams wama Barcelona fo animu aguase Barcelona will have a bad season. Me see, hey, I never expected say Barcelona will have this particular season. And I know say a lot of people do know very well say Barcelona will never have this kind of season. Say Barcelona do some pempensuo without Nico Williams, with all the in someone for Kafa Barcelona, it is all the handiwork of Hansi Flick.
But that's say Ederson and Hansi Flick. And Raf, Ragnar Kidiano. But Biggy, also Fadi and Brenda, your name Komokakra.
There's a rising star in the French League and football. I branted in the Ryan Sheki. Now, area reports are by Chelsea and the agent. Our player to Liverpool and the Manchester United. We're afraid these two clubs. So, I branted any available. So, I'm here no baba be see a kind of more. Now, branted release clause, 22.5 million euros. Enti no ena omo hwe no madi hu nkomo no mafa abrantie no na ba bia abrantie ni gina no say bia already these two teams na onua no a obeka sa akwada no nko no ngongo si akan fama Liverpool. To be honest, o Manchester United na so hwe Liverpool boboku na between the two ene ye bisa say hwan ena the next Premier League ebetimi aba obeje a obebo Liverpool. Ye bisa say hwan ena next season Champions League obetimi age a obebo Liverpool. In fact, for the next 5 to 10 years, se bibia anse say be din so be Manchester United so betimi agi Premier League and the Champions League. Aye den Liverpool na obebo. Eti for a young player wasi so. Na open opportunity, adi be peja ne ho football career mu de. Certainly obepe so be choose Liverpool at the expense of Manchester United. But in Liverpool, position na brand any bono. Aye the right wing position. E hono na Mohamed Salah ebo. Eti se okwa. Ryan Sheki to compete with Mohamed Salah is extremely difficult. Liverpool bobo him. Otimi so behind the lead striker, which is the number 10 position. As we speak, play your bohonum. So boslai. You are only free on more. Liverpool team needing commercial Mubenya Florian Vet. In fact, in common Chelsea, Omona taking the lead as we speak. Possible some of sign brand and or you player why establishing home should you go there na so no so bar a very difficult the amasheki so be your position wo the other flank so brand anything because or ambidextrous maybe obetimi abo but the woman say it is also a position for Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz because Liverpool has to best strengthen the striking department and John Konko force one bia na co create opportunity and as space e dia ma obi it I believe the quality na brand kita no. So Petrovich and Imanimu ya Liverpool are the best option. But the progression of football muna ordinary one, it is Manchester United in the sense that Manchester United team na da say every department up front say can find out. The only player yes safe ne say Manchester United yet line up a forward line player ubetimi aboni din say den obeginem no start even if other players eba be remo Bruno Fernandes. You are only few on more. Player be owo ni mu honum bia no. Oba na obo homodin kwa dia obetimi compete no for position no. And Ryan Sheki ball na wabo. Numbers o dia ma Leon Boboko in this particular season. We about 29 league games. 29 no. We share 8 goals and we assist 10. 18 goal contribution. The best for Manchester United is Bruno Fernandes. On also so ebo games makuma 34. Ken or share 8 goals and or assist 9. 17 goal contribution from 34 games. And you 2 different leagues. But numbers now Ryan Sheki Diamano, Bruno Fernandes there and Mroneso. And certainly, even if the best player at Manchester United impo and on only numbers and the Benseya and I say Bruno Dianitsumpoa, then how much more the other players? And I believe the Manchester United team would be a perfect fit for the player. We shouldn't forget that he's still 21. Or a lot of years ahead. To be about 2-3 years in poor Manchester United. No, you that good progression. Now, for any do. Now, Manchester United platform, and to me, man, the all review, no be moving on. It is going to be better than to be moving to Liverpool at this stage. A typical example is Federico Chiesa. And I believe, sir, Ryan Shekin decided to be see Manchester United. Nomra Medina anymore. And even if there are other players in poor, can number 10 position also to Timmy Bono. Ruben Amorim is the coach. Otimibo 2 number 10s. The left number 10 and then the right number 10. And on only ambidextrous. No, obetimi abo any position. Say Bruno Bebo the right side in power. He still obetimi the left number 10 at the Ama United. And I believe that he's going to be a good player for the team. And we are called to AC Milan. Ama AC Milan and penny for Dinko. You almost so place call. Call normal place in the to coach a friend is Mauricio Sarri, the former Chelsea coach. AC Milan o market a ope coach and feel say nipa obetimi aboa mo ama nsesa aba team nim Mauricio Sarri na me hu sa story na ade ba me team ni say AC hu say coaches no mo far recently after Stefano Pioli no they made mistakes and mo person mo right those wrongs. They made mistakes in the sense that we had the opposite of football ho no appointing who coach it's an order ball at Napoli bar so when timi and the Italian Serie A nimpo at least Antonio Conte bana oba Napoli bobo kunim no clearly HSA they made the right decision in the sense that almost for a manager wa coach with Italian Serie A nimuda ajibida and what that experience and Napoli pay Italian Serie A no betimi abo mama omaje but AC Milan they na entesa Paulo Fonseca yes wa coaching the Italian Serie A da wa coaching Roma pen but only track record of winning trophies Italy. It is all for no de neba. So I'm not a coach in Famawa. Abra person of the Italian Serie A, it was a wrong choice. Consensa also saw a consistent Portuguese league mu upon home of the FC Porto. But in Italy, no need any form of track record. I don't know some Coco fan after some of Pamo Fonseca. But now Omo who say some betimia I had your person yena also munya coach or what track record wo Italy. No experience. And Mauricio Sarri, the experience in Italian Serie A, at least Oje Serie A trophy ni be Juventus bobo kono. In Europe, he's been able to win the Europa Cup with Chelsea bobo kono. It's European experience no obi. Italian Serie A league no be coach no and also more experience. And I believe the deal way go through. No munya time map papa na. He's going to work very well for AC Milan bobo kono. It is a very good call. No make sure. So mo be ha ma sa do na timi abem no be ya jumade ama AC. Ken Manchester United ne Chelsea game no. Minim de say Chelsea kwan so won for 3 points. Seriously speaking, Chelsea bobo no abo some good football, but performance na kwa up and down and now perform better. A channel article. But Manchester United in the league there consistently they have been inconsistent. League ni muno no ne de ne kra. It is a league asem na yeka. Na Chelsea per results. Especially when Ubo we are last match. O last match only Nottingham Forest ne kwa kobo. And ne say Aston Villa Esha Tottenham na Chelsea anya winner obeba be sign who league log ne so. Na clearly Chelsea ambitions of qualifying for Champions League. Eh free nsa.
United board draw, how many Chelsea board draw be one?
E be nwa pa. I was Chelsea United. Yes. Bona Manchester United bo league ni no. I was Chelsea share. Especially Kopama should at least help because almost striker ni honum. Striker ni honum one of the teams that Kopama penable by Manchester United. Was she had 3 times was she 4 goals.
Was she Palmer share United 3.
Was she 4 goals.
4. As an Palmer be go.
I was so team bo Chelsea mo munya win no.
Me da se Messi abaso me pato booking course na nche ba amo power